revenue management aims to deliver a wide range of products for segments with different levels of willingness to pay. Of course, our segmentation is behavioral. We create value products to reduce profit erosion, set up restrictions to minimize revenue dilution, and therefore you must be someone or do something to qualify for a lower price product. And ideally, we would like to match the highest willingness to pay with the best products. So I'd like to tell you about a visit that I had to a Leonardo da Vinci exhibition in London. So I found out that there was going to be the biggest number of Leonardo da Vinci's works that were going to be brought together at the National Gallery in London. And because one of my goals in life is to see as many of Leonardo da Vinci's works as I can before I die, I wanted to, of course, go to this exhibition. So I quickly went online and had a look at how much was the price for a ticket and when would it be possible to go. So when I went online, I saw the information that you see here on the slide. All advance tickets are now sold out. Unfortunately, I found out about the exhibition too late. But there were going to be tickets available to purchase in person on the day. A limited number of tickets will be available on each day of the exhibition, again, subject to availability, and we are given the information that these tickets are likely to sell out quickly. So, the price for the ticket, fixed price, £16. So I thought, I really want to go to this exhibition. So, the exhibition was opening at 10 o'clock every day. I knew there were 500 tickets available every day to people that went there in person to buy the ticket. So I thought, what time do I need to get up in the morning in order to be able to get a ticket to go to the exhibition? And I really wanted to go to the exhibition. So I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning. My husband drove me to London, and I thought if I get there at 4 o'clock in the morning, I brought a chair with me, I brought a magazine, I brought some food, and I was ready to sit there from 4 o'clock in the morning, waiting until the ticket office opened at 10 in order to make sure I got a ticket for the exhibition. So I arrived at the exhibition venue at 5 o'clock in the morning, and unfortunately, what did I see? There was already a queue of about 200 meters of people. So I sat at the end of the queue for a few hours, and of course didn't get a ticket because there were more than 500 people already in the queue waiting for a ticket. So think about that and think back to the basic theory behind price. If we just have one price and we don't take into consideration demand, then we don't give people options. And the fact was that I had no chance to go to the Leonardo da Vinci exhibition because there were no options, there were no different types of products, and if I did get into the exhibition, the price of £16 was to be able to go in and look at the Leonardo works for a 15-minute window only, and then I would be moved on to the next group of people coming into the room. So even those people that got tickets for the exhibition, I think they were looking at the works with the big crowds of people, and for not very long there was probably lots of people taking pictures, so it probably wasn't a very nice tourist experience in any case. So how can we make that better? How can we take into consideration the fact that we have different levels of demand, patterns, but we also have some things like paintings that belong to society, and how do we manage to give people options in order to have great experiences in this type of event. So on this slide you can now see some other options. Well, I did have some options actually, and I thought, well, if I go and have a look on eBay, let's have a look at what the price of tickets might be, because clearly there were some people that bought some tickets early on, a lot of tickets, and they were now profiteering, if you like, from the big demand. These were private individuals profiteering from the fact that people had a very high willingness to pay and wanted to go to the exhibition. So if you remember, the price was £16, and here we can see at that moment in time what the prices were for tickets to visit the Leonardo da Vinci exhibition. So you can see one of them, buy it now, £230, another one £199, etc. So a massive difference between the price that people bought the ticket for and what those private individuals were reselling those tickets for. And clearly that's an example of profiteering. However, so how could this event have been managed differently using dynamic and variable pricing in order to give more people different types of experiences based on their willingness to pay to actually visit the Leonardo exhibition? And what would have been the right way to do that? So on the next slide we see an example of the Mona Lisa, the picture of the Mona Lisa. Now, the Mona Lisa is a painting that I've always wanted to go and see, and it would be easy for me to go and see that painting at the Louvre in Paris. However, I would have to go and see that painting with a lot of other people, and here you can see a big crowd of people. That's probably how many there are in front of this little tiny painting, and flash photography, so you don't really get a chance to enjoy the experience of really watching that painting, looking at that painting, and appreciating what you see. So, and the interesting thing at the Louvre in Paris, the price is the same to go into the art gallery, whether you want to see the Mona Lisa or not. There's no price just to go and see the Mona Lisa, and the price is of course fixed for everybody. Now, that may seem unfair to some people because, for example, you have the French that are paying taxes. The people who live in Paris are paying taxes, and perhaps those taxes are paying for the upkeep of the Louvre, that is taking care of the Mona Lisa. Secondly, you might have within that crowd of people, people in the European Union that may be also feeling that they are making more contributions. It's a union, therefore perhaps we should have more rights over this painting, which is also being taken care of in France. We also probably, in this big group of people, we probably have some people that are volunteers. They perhaps do volunteering for some good, for someone else. You might have people that are organ donors. You might have people that are blood donors. So in this community, in this crowd of people that would like to see the Mona Lisa, we have tourists that are just coming to Paris for one day. We have people with different levels of willingness to pay, but we also have people that do different things for society, whether it's pay taxes or contribute to social good one way or another. So can we think about incorporating into our revenue management practices some kind of products that will in fact encourage people to do social good and to contribute more to society? Should it really be the people that have a lot of money that have access to those premium products? Or should those premium products only be available for people who contribute to society one way or another? So that's a little bit of another way of thinking about revenue management, and it's what I call social revenue management, which I'd like to talk to you a bit more about in the next video. Thank you.